I am in Colorado now to visit my family, my son. Normally, I'm quite busy in Thailand. I don't have time to listen to the news, follow up the news at all. I don't know much about what happened, but when I come here, people keep asking, what's happened in Thailand now? So, in the same time, I have a lot of time to take a rest. So I have time to watch the news. But when I watch the news, all the news is so depressed. I have a lot of depressed feeling when you look at the news, because all of the news are very sad news. Like politics in Thailand is so bad. A politician fighting for money, for power in a very bad way. So sad. Economics going down so bad. Many people, many friends start to close down their business. So sad to see things like that. In the same time, when you look at the news, there's a lot of news about the war in Burma, in Ukraine, in Middle East, in many places. And then some people talk about World War III. So it gives a lot of sad feeling, a lot. In this situation, I think many people feel depressed. I feel sad, very sad about it. Why humans cannot talk together? Humans are so clever. We learn so much. We're so clever. But why we cannot talk? Why we cannot make our life better, easier, better? So this is a sad thing. That what's the meaning of we have so many universities in the world? What are we teaching now? Because most of people who become the politician, become government, they have high education mostly. But why they have to create some bad situation for us like this? That make me feel bad too. But to feel bad, feel sad, it doesn't help anything. How can I make myself enjoy my life and at that situation? So I need to try to think in another side. Try to think in positive way more. Because every time when we have crisis, we have war, we have economic crisis, I think like that, we feel so sad, we feel depressed. Many people worry a lot, especially people who live in the city, because when the money have very high inflation, have less value, or money have problem, they worry how can they survive. But people who live in the country, in the remote area, they don't feel much problem. They don't worry much about that. So how can we live with no depressed, no stress in this situation? So I try to think about positive way. I remember that during COVID-19 we have lockdown for many months in Thailand. At that time I was in the south of Thailand, close to the ocean. And then when they locked down, there's no ferry to go to the island. There's no business. The ocean is so quiet, and fishermen stop fishing because there's no market. Only 3 months we noticed that there's so many fish come back. And then the first time that villager said whale shark came close to the shore, only 1 kilometer at that area. Before that they never come that close. And we can see like there's a big change in the ocean. many natural things come back. Only 3 months. And then a few weeks ago, one Indian friend said that they haven't seen the peak of Himalaya for almost 30 years because it's too crowded, like too smoky. So it covered with smoke and some dust thing all the time. They cannot see Himalaya's peak almost 30 years. But during COVID, that's the first time they can see the Himalaya's peak. It's so exciting about that. But after they stopped lockdown, only a few weeks, everything come back to normal. They cannot see the peak of Himalaya again. And in the ocean in Thailand, there's less fish again. The ferry, the boats start to be busy, more busy in the ocean. So during the COVID-19, there are many things like this happen. We can see many natural things come back very fast. So when I think about this situation, I start to understand that the nature always can come back anytime when humans stop our activity. So we don't need to worry about the nature will disappear. But what we need to worry is our human will disappear from the world. Because whatever we do now, we ruin the nature to feed ourselves. But we feed with no limit. So the nature is teaching us, if there's no natural resources left, how can we survive? But humans never learn. So during lockdown, only a few months, it's a very big lesson for us. But we did not learn. After we stop lockdown, we go back to the normal. Nobody change. Nobody think about to change themselves. Nobody learn from that lesson. We go back to be the best consumer again. We consume. And in only a week, they cannot see the peak of Himalaya again. Only a few weeks, all the fish in the ocean decrease again. I learned that if we don't change ourselves, we cannot happy. We cannot be happy. We cannot enjoy our life much. Because the way we live now, we work a lot just to consume unlimited, consume the natural resources unlimited. The more we work, we will have less time to enjoy our life. The more we work, we will be more tired. We have no time to be together. And then the more we work, we ruin the natural resources around us as much as we can. So if we change the way of thinking, how can we work less? And then make ourselves flow along the rhythm of the nature. We will work less and have more time to enjoy our life. But now, the way we work, we think we will control the nature. We can manage the nature. We can decide the nature. But actually we cannot do anything with it. We just ruin it. It's important for me to understand that when we think that we are clever, we know a lot, we can decide the nature, we can change the nature to support us as much as we can. So that's a big mistake. The more we work, the more we think like that, we will work more. But if we change our thinking to live in a way that follow the rhythm of the nature, we'll work less, we'll have more time to enjoy things more. So all the crisis that we're facing now is a good lesson to tell us that what we are doing now is not the right way. It's not the way that will make our life fun. It's not the way that we can enjoy our life. I feel very clear now that we need to change the way of our thinking. We need to change the way of our way of living. Not consume unlimited right now, because now we were taught that the more we have, we will be more secure. That's what we learn. If we have more money, more land, more resources, we will be more secure. But actually when we have more, we will work more. So the reality is opposite thing. When we have less, we will have more. When we have less, when we own less, we will have more. Because when we own less, the nature is still growing. The nature works itself. They develop itself, they propagate itself. We don't need to work that much. We just take only what we want. We want only this flower, just take this flower. Don't cut all the flower to sell, to make money. Because if we cut all the flower to sell, we keep money, but money is not flowers. Money cannot have seed, money cannot grow. Money have no real value. So it's only fake value that we give it to money. So that's what I learned, that if we have less, we will have more. If we consume only what we need, we will have more than we can consume it. And then it can propagate more and more and more and more. This is what I learned from the crisis that it happened in the past, that's coming now. So it's so nice to see the world in this way, because we can work less and we have more. We have more. We have what we need, what we really need more. That is the way it will be sustain ourselves. That is the way human can live happily in a permanent way. But if we live like now, not many years, we will be extinct from the world. And the nature will come back again. Nature never extinct from the world. They always come back. When no humans, they come back.